Hello, everybody. Welcome to this PowerPoint presentation. It's a suggested way forward for statistics. I'm talking through each slide. There's 5 slides. The total is maybe 6.5 minutes in all-ish. I talk through each slide, and I guess the way it works is you press spacebar for the new slide, and then you press play to hear the sound. Again, it's 5 slides. Good luck. I hope you enjoy, and I certainly hope it opens up lines of communication and pointing a way forward for us. Thanks for listening and watching. Okay, everybody, here are some principles under which I'm working, and I think we all could adopt these, and certainly this isn't exhaustive. But some of the things that I'm keeping in mind, one is everybody's doing their best under this situation. I say this in particular because Ann and I have had a couple tough days in which, we're working all the time and we don't feel like we're getting anything done. And so we decided we're just not going to do this. We're not going to kick ourselves. This is just unprecedented. And speaking of the situation, none of us like this. I mean, I really did like our Wednesday afternoon gatherings. It was fun. And now we're taken away from that and thrown into whatever kind of whatever's on everybody's plate. And so keep in mind that statistics, because of this, statistics is not the priority of your life right now. It's certainly not what it once was. Whereas, we were meeting every Wednesday, and for those Wednesday meetings, you got prepared and did your homework. It's not the priority that it once was. And I'll be we're very understanding about that. And then finally, along those lines, there's no judgment. I'm not going to judge anybody for whatever amount of participation they choose for the remainder. I do have to evaluate you. That's coming in 2 slides, but I certainly am not going to judge you. I think it would benefit all of us to get into some kind of routine. And in light of that, this is my suggestions. Videos I'm going to upload to YouTube. There'll be 2 of them as soon as I'm uploading this PowerPoint and 2 videos. They'll be within the hour. And then weekly Zoom meetings at 3 o'clock on Wednesdays. I think that's a good idea. We could do it more often if you choose, with the caveat that I know that the majority of you cannot attend those. I understand that. We could, if we figure out how, record them and download them on a YouTube channel as well, on the YouTube channel, which I haven't made yet, by the way. And then I put a discussion board on Canvas. Nobody's taken advantage of that yet. I'm going to be more proactive in that. And I missed the assignments. Of course, the assignments are on Canvas. Right now I have assignment for April 1st. I'm going to change that. So just so you know, that's a way that assignment's for the rest of the semester, pretty much. And so that'll be changed, this week's assignment, and then I'll put etc. I think if we email one another frequently, I'm certainly guilty of that, not emailing enough as I should. But if you have any homework difficulties, that's what I'm talking about. If you have mathematic difficulties, and along those lines, communication is the key. The more often, the better. And the clearer lines of communication, the better. And along those lines, I'm going to ask you for suggestions pretty soon. And is there any other? We mentioned office hours. I don't feel comfortable using my telephone, but I could certainly be at a computer at certain times. And so here we go. This is suggested. Suppose we have a quiz on chapters 5 and 6. 6 we could be finished by Wednesday. Everything for chapter 6 will be uploaded by Wednesday. And then, I could give that quiz right now, whenever. And then suggested due date. This is only suggested so it doesn't hang over to chapter 7 and 8. Would be the 8th of... these are Wednesdays, by the way, the 8th of April, and then keep going, and we do chapter 7 and 8, and that due date the 22nd, 2 weeks later, and then the very last day of the class is scheduled would be a due date for chapters 5, 6, 7, and 8 test, for which you'll be, you'll be quite prepared. We're not making any surprises. So there it is, a suggested routine. This is how we're going to start anyway. So that's it. All right. This is the slide most students are most interested in. What kind of grade are you going to get? And that's despite the fact I believe learning is intrinsic. True learning you do because you're curious. You want to be creative. You just watch children sometime, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But with that said, of course, CCV, the culture of college, requires me to evaluate you, to give you a grade. So here's the things I'm going by, and I think this is pretty universal in education these days. One, we have to relax the standards. We cannot hold ourselves, and we hold you up to the same exact standards, whereas if we were seeing you every week. We just can't do it. And that's not just us. That's worldwide. That's K through college. Any kind of educational institution. And same with the objectives. We have these objectives. You have to meet this many, I don't know, your quiz grade has to be so much. We have to let all that go. And that's worldwide, and certainly I'm as flexible as anybody. And here's the bottom line. In terms of your grade, every syllabus adjustment will be made to the benefit of you, the student, on a case-by-case basis. If it should come to pass that you see your final grade and you're disapproving, email me. That will change in a second. So please, learning is intrinsic. Learn because you want to for the semester, not because of the grade. Well, of course, I always seek the advice and the input from students, and here we are in this unusual situation. So if you have any suggestions, please offer them. I offer any suggestions or comments, of course, or questions. And, I'll take sarcasm. Maybe we can laugh a little bit at this. Together, we'll get through these uncertain times.